Alright guys, so welcome back to the video. So doing a shiny tutorial for Wild Zone 15. So in Wild Zone 15 you'll be shiny hunting Pumpkaboo, Shuppet, Scolipede, Haunter, Whirlipede, Beedrill, and Larvitar. Now with these Pokemons, there's quite simple methods in this area. It's a pretty good area to shiny hunt. It's a very nice way to do it. Just very simple, very to the point. There's not really much getting around it. There's two methods that pretty much suit all. So we're just going to show you what they are right now. And yeah, the first method will just be fast traveling to Area 15. Now this one is the worst one of them all, just because it doesn't cover that many Pokemon. So if we go here, you know, we're doing this bit here and there. We put the pin down, and then we just walk in. We walk in, and what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? This goes to 30, 40, 50. It takes like 50 meters. There's like nothing over here. This is nothing. 50 meters is nothing. It has like a few Punkaboos, but that's really it. That doesn't cover much of anything. Now something else you can do this if you want to. You can just go into the Wild Zone 15 and roll a few times if you want, you know, just make sure you're not going to see my Punkaboos, and that will give you a few extra meters. It does take longer to do that, and I don't really recommend it just because there's better methods out there for this area. I wouldn't recommend it. But if you go here, you get a few, like, I think you get 10 extra meters. So before we're like just at the edge, and now with this Pumpkaboo here, this alpha one, in range. This guy, the Gorgeous, is not, unfortunately, but it gives you a bit of extra meters if you want for that. I don't recommend it. There's a better fast travel method in this area anyways, and we're gonna show you that right now as well. So the next fast travel method you're gonna go for is the Cafe Ultimo, and for that, all you're gonna do is just come here, and you're pretty much taking up the whole area. You're taking up the whole area. If we go here, put the pin down. If we go over here, we'll see very clearly there's 50 over here. So anything, you know, this Pumpkaboo down here will be in range. This Gorgeous will also be in range. Let's see here. We're in 40, 50. 50's over here. Pretty good. We don't cover all these Punkaboos over here, which, you know, that kind of sucks. But actually, this one we get one. We get one of them over here. So we're missing out on like 2 Punkaboos pretty much. Missing out on 2 Punkaboos is pretty good. That's pretty good overall, if you ask me. Because you still get them in, so you still have rolling dolls to get them. And there's a few Punkaboos you're rolling dolls for. So it's not like it's even bad. Now you might have noticed I have some shinies here. Now I don't know how these shinies popped up. I have no idea how these shinies popped up. Because before the video started, I was doing the fast travel method at Area 15, not any other methods where I wasn't doing this one over here. I wasn't doing the cafe one, so I have no idea how I got 2 shinies pop up like that. That was a bit crazy if you ask me. Because before the video I was just doing this. Before the video started I was just, you know, just loading this up, lighting everything up, you know, the mic and whatever. I was just rolling clear like this, but that's not arranged to spawn the Scolipede and the Beedrill. They're not arranged for that, so I generally have no idea how I got those 2 shinies to spawn. Those were insane raids because I was not here for long. And those are 2 very sick shinies, 2 very sick ones. But pretty much you're just coming to Cafe Ultimo, and then you're pretty much just gonna keep doing this over and over again. You do want to do it fast because Pokemon might see you. I don't think if they spawn where they see you, but like if you wait around or anything like that, if you walk around. What the fuck, dude? Shiny Alpha Gorgeous, dude. Oh, what the fuck? Y'all saw it's funny while I was talking. Like, I haven't been here for that long. What the fuck? Ah, you bitch. Okay, let me get a Pokemon that can actually kill this thing. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, let's try it again. Do this. Okay, there we go. We caught the Gorgeous. Dude, what the fuck? A shiny Alpha Gorgeous, a Beedrill, and a shiny Scolipede. I was not here for long. I was maybe here for like 10 minutes before the video started. Just doing this and that. And I have 3 shinies already. And a shiny Alpha one as well. That's insane. Back to what I was trying to say. You just come here to Cafe Ultimo, you know, they might, you know, if you want to run around, they might see you, you know, the Pokemon might see you, then you can't teleport out again. You kind of want to do that for like, you know, 5-10 minutes or so. You just want to do it for 5-10 minutes, and then after you're done with that, you can check the Pokemon. You know, there you where you run out is pretty close, so you don't have to worry about that. The only thing I would say to worry about is when you open up the map, it will be on Wild Zone 15 right away. If you press A too fast, you might end up traveling to start of Wild Zone 15 instead of Cafe Ultimo. So you know you gotta be careful of that. And there you go. As you can see, a Pokemon spotted me. I'm guessing it's this fucker. So you gotta be careful of that. Pokemon might spot you. They might spot you. Okay, so the next method is gonna be bench method. The next method is pretty simple. All you do is you come over here and you sit on the bench. Sit on the bench. It's gonna sit on the bench, and then you cut to the cutscene. Now, the thing with bench method is, if you do it, it does encompass the whole area, I believe. As you can see, obviously here it encompasses the Haunter, the Shuppet, the Bonnet, the Shuppet again, the Punkaboos over here. If we go over here, we get 50 over here, which is beyond where the Punkaboo spawns. So you cover everything over there. Come over here, they all spawn in as well. Where the 30, 34, 34, 40, 50. So bench method encompasses everything in the area. It will spawn everything in. It does spawn everything in. And the great thing about bench method, well, it's not great. It depends how you look at it. Depends how you look at it. But during the day you have Beedrills and at night you have Shuppets. So that depends on what you want, right? If you want a Bonnet or a Shuppet, then also Hunter and Scolipede are also daytime and nighttime. So I guess if you're trying to hunt them both, maybe bench method is better, maybe it's not, because the spawns are you know, daytime and nighttime, so you're only getting 50% of the time. And the cutscene's pretty long, so you might be better off just going to Cafe Ultimo and just going for the Pokemon you want, right? Just because during the daytime, you know, you're guaranteed to get the Beedrills, the Scolipede, all that stuff during the day. And nighttime, you're always guaranteed to get Shuppets, the Haunters. So it's kind of like you choose the Pokemon you actually want, and then you go for that one. But if you're just going like for all of them, if you're trying to 100% the area, bench is probably better just because you're rerolling like all the Punkaboos and the Gorgites as well when it's there, plus all the encounters apart from Larvitar. Now, unfortunately, Larvitar is not. It can't respawn in. He's too high up. Do this, unfortunately, he's too high up. But I do have a method for you, which we're gonna show you in a second once it's daytime again, just because I do like the day more. It's just it just looks better, right? It just looks better. And also night zones are a problem sometimes. Okay, so for the next area is you have the Wild Zone 15 exit over there. You have the exit, and then you come over here to this Holovator. Come to the Holovator, and then you will see there's Larvitars on the roof. Now, I did not know this when I originally played the playthrough. I did not know they were up here. I was like, well, there must be a really rare chance that I just don't see them. No, they're just up here. They're just up here. And it kind of sucks, right? This kind of sucks because you can't really see them unless you really directly come up here. Because like here, they're not there. Like one's there. Oh, don't fall off. Like you see one, but like I fell off and now he's gone. Even though we're still very well within range. We're still very well within range. So this game does kind of suck for shiny hunting, but it does work, right? They do still spawn in. So you have to get really close to see them, but like they're still spawning in. You know, this is not a different one. We'll show it right now that they're not different ones. Like we go over here, it's 40. It's 40 female. 40 female. We come over here, and we're gonna show you that once it now it's not there. It's not there anymore. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there. Once we come back over here, it's still there. That's still the same one, 40 female, and it's 40 female. So it's still the same one. It's still there even if you don't see it. And pretty much the method you're gonna use for this is actually we're gonna have to put the pin down. We're gonna put down over here, pretty much towards the end of the area, so that we know like what's the most we have to run, or like the minimum we have to run to guarantee a despawn. And pretty much all you're gonna do is just run this way. You're gonna run, you're gonna run, you're gonna run. We're gonna reach like 80 meters or so just to make sure, 80. And now we come back, and now once we're like at I would say like 30 or 45, 35. Once you're 35, the one towards the back of the stage should spawn in, and everything towards over here will spawn in, obviously. But you know we have to make sure. You can see 43 male and 42 female, so different Pokemon from before. And now just stop running around 35 meters. They do spawn at 50, but you're not really sure where exactly in the Wild Zone they are, just because you can't see them. And it's really known, but you can't see them until you get really close. So unless you want to like get up really close and see them spawn in, I'll just stop running at 35 and then run back the other way. That's just what I would do. I do believe they still spawn in. I do run too far there. I do believe they still spawn in even if you don't see them. It's very annoying. There's no real way to like guarantee it unless you like do the coding, but every Pokemon does spawn within a 50 meter radius, even if you can't see it. Like if you run to, if you teleport to Wild Area 5, you're not seeing Froakie spawn in. Like Froakie's not, you don't see him spawn in. You're not seeing him, but he's still there. Like even if you're not looking, he's still spawning in, even if you don't see him. Like me doing this long enough will eventually give me a shiny Froakie, even though I'm not turning around a single once. So he will spawn in eventually. You just can't see it. So yeah, for the method for this, it's just really just run, despawn it. It's not great, but it does work, right? It's not great because you could fall off the roof, and that does suck. But good thing is that the elevator is pretty close to the spawn point, so it's not that big of a deal if you fall off. As well as you still have the roll-top glide, so if you catch it quick enough, you can just go back up. It's not really a difficult area. And you do just kind of run a straight line. Now, I'm running here too far, but you can just run a straight line, and you're kind of good, as long as you remember the straight line. Like, you don't want to, like, go a bit like that, because then you will fall off. You will fall off. But the distance for Pokemon to despawn is 70 meters. But I like to run 80 just to make sure, since we don't know exactly where the Pokemon spawns. I did put it towards the end of the wild zone, but I still like to make sure, just because, like, oh, what happens if I'm just wasting my time? I do like to make sure of it. If anything, I would go, instead of going 80 meters, I would just go 70 and go real close to it. That's what I would do if you're trying to, like, optimize time. Just because it is a tough one. It is a tough one since you can't see the Pokemon. It is a tough one, but let's see. Anything over here? Anything yet? Yeah, as you can see, we can only see one, which just sucks ass. Only being able to see one. Like, it despawned already, but it's still there. You know, it's still there. Yeah, no shiny Larvitar, unfortunately. No shiny Larvitar. I don't want to say if I want to say I recommend this method. Like, I would say, like, I might have another method that might be better, to be honest. Only problem with that one is that it spawns in only one Larvitar as opposed to two. Okay, so for this next method, you're going to go to the rooftop of Wall Zone 14. Pretty much, well, you're not on the wall zone, you're like, oh, sorry, 13, not 14. You're on the side of it. And all you're doing is just running over here, and you'll see the Larvitar. And if you want to put the thing down, you can. But with this, you can actually just run far enough to where you can see it despawn. Can you see it? Actually, you might not be able to see it despawn. So on the rooftop of Wall Zone 13, there's a Larvitar up over here. Well, it's not quite, you know, in the wild area, but you can just come over here. Go on the rooftop, go to this Larvitar. Put your thing down. And you can kind of see it despawn and spawn back in. You can't see that? And fuck, I gotta go back around. Shit. Gotta be right back. Okay, so basically, you can see the Larvitar is there. That looks awfully green. I don't think that's shiny. But, you see the Larvitar there, and you just walk away. You see it's 60, blah blah. And then, should be despawned right now. As you can see, it's not there anymore. He'll just pop in a different spot. And pretty much this area is kind of better, in my opinion, to honey hunt for Larvitar. Just because you can't actually see it. The annoying thing about the area 15 Larvitars, that you can't see them. So you're not sure they're spawning. Like, you know they're spawning, but like, just the back of my head's like, no, they're not spawning. But they're spawning. But this one does let you see them every time. So every time you do a run, you can't see it. So if you see the shiny, you don't have to keep going. Like, another one, you might keep running, even though you haven't actually, like, you already have it, and you might just keep running because you haven't seen it. You can see it's alpha, and it's gone. Pretty much just run over to here, just before you fall off. And that's when the Larvitar despawns, as we saw the alpha disappear once I fell off. And yeah, that's pretty much all you're doing. You can see Larvitar's there. He's there. There, that's past 70 meters, and he should have despawned. Yeah, he despawned. And now he's behind the thing. So what's annoying is that he can't spawn behind her. That is annoying. That is very annoying that he can't spawn behind her, but usually he won't, so I think it's just like a once in every few runs that he despawns there. But yeah, if you want to try Larvitar, I wouldn't say I recommend this because you're having less odds. You do have less odds here. You're doing one less Larvitar, but you can't actually see it. So it's really up to you. Like, do you want to see it or do you want to play the odds game? The odds game is definitely better. But I do like the enjoyment of seeing it pop up for the first time. Okay, and finally, we're going to go over all the methods you can do in this area to shiny hunt. Now, the one I recommend myself is just fast travel here. I do recommend this one. It is faster than all the other ones, and you do get to choose which shiny you're hunting for, whether it's a nighttime one or a daytime one. Now, what's annoying is that this could happen sometimes, so what you can do actually is just if you forfeit this Pumpkaboo shiny chance to spawn in. So if you forfeit that, just kill it. And then you won't have him pop up again, you know, until he respawns. Is that a shiny? No, okay, I'm high. I thought that was a shiny Whirlpeed. So you can't kill him, just do that, and just, this way you do it non-stop. As opposed to just having interrupt you every now and then, you have to, like, leave the area and respawn in again. No, you can just kill it, and you can just keep going like this. You just keep going. But if you don't want to do that, if you just want to hunt for everything in the area apart from Larvitar all at once, the bench method is superior in that aspect, but it does take longer. I don't know how long the loan screen is for Switch 1 compared to Switch 2 for the fast travel. I don't think it's big enough to actually make a difference. But if it's big enough, it might be better to use bench method since you do it to hunt everything. The only downside is you're only hunting 50% of the time for Well, shit. That's another shiny, dude. What the fuck? Another shiny. Goddamn. Another shiny. But yeah, as I was saying, you only have 50% chance of 50% of the time you're shiny hunting for. The Scolipede, Whirlipede, Beedrill, that's only 50% of the time you're spawning them in. This even takes longer as well with the cutscene. So it's not something I recommend myself just because I don't like the cutscene. And you're also only doing it 50% of the time. But it is superior as in it gets everything in the area apart from Larvitar. Outside of Larvitar, it encompasses everything in the area. So it is gooder, it is gooder. It's better. It is better, don't get me wrong, it is better. But I can't say I like this method. I just don't like bench method in general. If it was like the only one, you know, like in Wild Area 12, where the only method is just bench method, it's like, yeah, it's great, right? It's great, you know, it encompasses everything and there's no other solution. But here it's literally like, okay, well, you have fast travel. That's like, I think, what, like 20 meters away? Like, how far away is it? Yeah, it's like 30 meters away from where you spawn in. So it's like literally encompassing the same thing outside there's a few Punkaboos out the side. So if you're like hunting for Punkaboo, then okay, yeah, maybe bench method is better. But if you're even doing that, you can just come over here to the entrance of Wall Zone 15, and I think you get like 2 to 3 Punkaboos to spawn in. Now, this one's the one I recommend the least. This one is the one I recommend the least, but bench method does just feel better. This area, I do just like it more. It is just, sorry, did I say bench method? No, fast travel method to Cafe Ultimo. It is just better. It's quicker. It's superior. The only problem is like the one Punkaboo spawns over there, but you can just kill it, and it'll spawn in, I think, like after 3 minutes, or I'm not too sure how long it takes for Punkaboo to spawn in. I'm not too sure about that one, but you can just kill it, and it just doesn't interrupt you after that. It doesn't interrupt you. It uses this over and over again, and hopefully we can get a shiny Haunter. You know, having a shiny Gengar would be great, but it kind of sucks that the only way you can do it is trading, and I don't know anybody to trade it with back, you know, back and forth. So it's just kind of like I'm stuck with a shiny Haunter if I get one. So that's the only problem with this one. So I guess they both have 2 cons. One is a Pokemon might target you every now and then to stop you from repeatedly doing it. And bench method is you're only doing it 50% of the time. Plus the cutscenes are really long. That's pretty much the only downsides. And then Larvitar is just like you can't really see the Larvitar spawning in, which is something that bugs me. It just bugs me about it. I don't like it. I know it's still spawning in, like I know it. Just because even if you don't see the Pokemon, they're still spawning in. But I just don't like it. I don't like it. I want to see them spawn in. So yeah, ask me if you guys, if you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I will be doing the rest of the areas as well. If you want to see that, subscribe. But ask me for the video, guys. I think we found 4 shinies while doing this video. I think we found 4 shinies. It was Alpha Gorgeist, which is insane. We got the Alpha Gorgeist. Fuck, okay, so this guy responds after 1 minute, so that might be a problem. But we found the Alpha Gorgeist as a shiny. We found a shiny Beedrill. We found a shiny Scolipede. So, and then shiny Punkaboo. So far this video's been great, and yeah, I just ramble on the outro. Peace, y'all. Peace.